follow the crowd. Some are born to lead, to guide, to unlock potential. Imagine a world where businesses thrive because of you, where entrepreneurs take their first step with confidence and established brands scale beyond imagination because you showed them the way. Welcome to the world of franchise consulting. A $5 trillion industry is waiting. A booming market where demand for expert consultants is soaring high. India's franchise sector alone is growing at 30% annually. Over 1 million businesses are looking to expand, and they need guides, experts, and consultants like you. Being an independent franchise consultant means more than just a title. It means empowering businesses, helping aspiring entrepreneurs start strong, supporting business owners in scaling up, enabling profitable exits for those ready to move on. With 27 years of Franchise India expertise, a global network of brands and investors, and a program designed for professionals like you, IFC is your gateway to success. This is not just a business, it's a movement, a career, a future. So, ask yourself, are you ready to be the guide, to lead, to grow? Become an independent franchise consultant. Be the guide. Grow with us. Franchise India.
Very good evening, everyone. We warmly welcome you to $5 trillion industry, which is world of franchising. So this is a webinar which we do at 5 p.m. and we are thankful to each one of you to join at 5 p.m. In this webinar. So this is a direct invitation from Franchise India, wherein we are inviting like-minded people to become Franchise India partners as independent franchise consultant. So independent franchise consultant is a specialist, how to start your own business specialist, and in Franchise India is a trusted advisory platform how to start your own business platform. So I'll give you some understanding about our business. So I'll make it a little simple for each one of you. So we have one side investors who are looking forward to start some business. So it can be 5-7 lakh rupees to 500 crore, but they have no capability of selecting the right opportunity which is rightly fitted for their market, rightly fitted for as per their experience or profiling, and rightly fitted for the investment what they have. So they are not able to select the right option because there are a lot of parameters before you get into any partnership with any brand. So that's wherein we come in between with 27 years of legacy, and we help, we mentor, we guide, and there's a lot of parameters. As I said, we explore and we evaluate, then we negotiate, and we also see the documentation, and we help investors to select a right option. So we are partners for the selection. We help in selection the right opportunity for every investor. Other side, we have businesses which are at startup level, which are at a legacy level, which are I'm talking about enterprise brands and very large corporates who are looking forward like-minded people to become their partners. Now there's a lot of a lot of things to be evaluated in between. So brands are coming to Franchise India platform, and we help them to bring these like-minded partners for them. So we match make investors and brands in between, so that then we get a right profile for right brand, and right brand from the right for the right investors as well. Third business, which is us, which we do, is exit. Means we are helping investors to exit out of their, if they have taken any franchise earlier or any business house, business owner who are running businesses, they want to exit out of the business. It can be any because of any reason, but if you want to exit, there is no other platform. So Franchise India will get you exit out of the existing business. So these are three businesses we are in largely. So one is investments. We get investments in, and we also help businesses to expand through franchising, which is scaling up. So we help businesses to scale their business through franchising, and we also help in exit of the existing business. So these are three businesses we are talking about. So in India, if I talk about Franchise India, there is no other company in India who are having the same platform, who are having the same business opportunity for all of you. Now, if I talk about in the whole world, so Franchise India use a byline that nobody in the world sells more business than Franchise India, because we have a very, very large network which has spread now in 97 cities as of today. We also are 15 countries, and these all partners who have joined us are very experienced, and they are also very mature and understanding the consulting, because it takes a lot of knowledge to become then consultant and to help investors, because you yourself need to have a lot of understanding and the knowledge of every sector which we do. And Franchise India is providing everyday knowledge, everyday training for different businesses, different brands, and we make every partner equipped with right knowledge and right information about those brands. So Franchise India is known in India because we do around 200 events in India. We go every city and organize these events. That's why we are also known as Franchise India in India. But we also have two more companies, which is Fran Global. So Fran Global is our international arm of our business, and they help Indian brands to go outside India to expand via franchise route, and they also help global brands to enter India. That's a market entry for global brands in India, and then we help them to expand. Third is Francop. Francop is world's largest consulting company. It's 49-year-old in consulting. It's the same company who built business model for MACD to Subway to KFC to all big giants across globe. And in India, we have master license of Francop last 20 years, and every business which is coming into franchising. So first we get consulted with Francop and get their SOP systems in place, all the documentation to agreements to financials to strategy, getting ready for franchise. Then we help them to expand in Indian markets. So, Franchise India also runs a media house. We have the Franchising World publication, which is 26-year-old only magazine in India, which is talking about franchising. And we also have Retailer as a magazine. We also have Entrepreneur magazine, which we runs in India and Asia, which is US based business biggest business magazine. We also run franchiseindia.com, which is only website which is having more than 20,000 business opportunities today in every category, in every sector. Now, in this webinar, which we are doing today, we have three things to discuss about. One, we will talk about how is this industry look like, what is franchising overall, how big is this, what is next 20, 30 years it is looking like. Second, we will also throw light on franchise overall, our journey, 27 years, how we started, and how it is taking to you to become franchise consultant with Franchise India, and what are the qualities, what are the features and you should have for becoming a franchise consultant, because this opportunity is not everyone. Everyone cannot be a consultant, right? And that we will talk about. Third, we'll also give you in-depth understanding about the business model of independent franchise consultant. What is the monetization model? How you want to grow with us? If you become partner with us, then how we are going to start? Then we have a training program also going in our corporate office, and we will talk about all this. So before I hand over, I'll give you some understanding today on the panel, and also give you some understanding that how you can interact with us in this webinar, because this is one-sided webinar. So you have Q&A box in this. So you can use Q&A box. There's already someone who have raised the hand. So please, my humble submission, Mr. Dhaval, please use Q&A box and share your any question you have. That is already there with everyone to use. And we will also have one of the questions and in this Q&A box wherein you can share your answers there, and we will also look forward to know more about who has joined us today, because you have to make it interactive. It's consulting would mean that we need to interact each other, we need to know each other. So we'll give you in-depth understanding about who we are, and then we will also look forward to know who has joined us today in this webinar. So in this webinar, also we have on panel with me, I'm Sanjay, CEO Director of Franchise India, Consultants Private Limited. We also have joined our team and management team, and we will give you some understanding. So we have Harmandeep Singh who has joined us from Chandigarh, and we have Dipankar Mishra who has joined us from Ahmedabad. He is in Gujarat, takes care of Gujarat market. We also have Jayesh has joined us from Kerala market. We have Shaktivel, he's our senior leader in Chennai, so he takes care of Tamil Nadu and Kerala market along with Kapil. Kapil has also joined us from Chennai. We also have joined Anurag has joined from Kolkata office. So before we hand over now further, and again, my humble submission to use only Q&A box in this webinar, and we would once again like to thank you for joining this webinar at 5 p.m. today. So this is 1 hour session wherein we will give you some presentation also for making you understand this about this business model. So please stay there till 6, and then you will get complete understanding about this opportunity. So now I'll hand over to our chairman, Mr. Gaurav Maria, and he has also joined us along with our managing director, Ms. Sonia Chaudhary. So she will take us through the journey. And before that, Mr. Maria will take us through to set the perspective of this webinar, and also would like to welcome you once again in this webinar. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Sanjay, and thank you for hosting this webinar. Welcome, friends. Welcome to this very, very special opportunity called Independent Franchise Consultant. As Sanjay said, this opportunity is not only just in India. We have very successful, about 175 IFC partners. Short form of Independent Franchise Consultant is IFC, and very, very successful all over India, about 90 plus cities. But we have also this program very successful globally. We have partners in Middle East, we have partners in Southeast Asia, we have partners in Canada, we have partners in Australia, and we also have are now partners in Mongolia, which is and all the Gulf countries, which means that Gulf also extends to the whole MENA region, which is the Egypt and North Africa part of it. So we are world's largest integrated franchise solution company. Three brands we run, which is one is Franchise India, which is in India. Then is Fran Global, which is runs in 15 different countries, from Europe to North America to Southeast Asia and Australia, and GCC. And then we have another brand which we acquired is called Frank Cop, which is an American company started way back in 1976, and we acquired this business about 20 years back. So between these three brands, we are world's largest integrated franchise solution company. We are very proud that we work with about 18,000 brands, and this would include the large multinationals like the Unilevers and the Procter & Gambles, the Googles, and likes of them. And then we have large Indian corporations like Reliance, Tata's, Aditya Birlas, and likes of them. And then we also have a lot of mid-size and startup companies. We are also very proud because of Franchise India, a lot of early stage companies have now become billion-dollar companies because we help them scale their business. So friends, what is this opportunity? Why you're here? You are here because you want to choose a new career for you. You are looking for a new opportunity for yourself. And so next 45 minutes, we will take you through this opportunity. And I divide the opportunity into three parts. One is which industry you're joining and why you choose this industry. Because the most important part is what industry you join at what time. I always say 70% of your success comes from your timing of joining a particular industry. You know, why we are so excited that this is the best time for you to be part of a franchise industry. The second part, we will talk about this program itself. What is this program? You know, why it is important, why there is a need for a consultant to come in between, right? Why there is an opportunity for becoming a consultant. And third, we'll also talk about how the support structure works, how you really make money, how you go in the different tiers, and so on and so forth. I will also encourage you to study a lot, understand, ask more questions. So use the Q&A box and ask as many questions you want to do. And not only just in this webinar, but post that also, you should ask a lot of questions. So I'll start with one question, and then I'll pass it on to Sonia. She will give you overview about franchising and her journey. She's been in franchise industry for 2 decades, and build the largest franchise brokerage business. So she will give the overview on that, and then I'll take over and giving you a little bit piece on how's this opportunity and who should really take this opportunity. As Sanjay said, it is not for everyone. We are doing this webinar to select right people. It's not a sales pitch here. Rather, none of us want any sales pitch to be done because it's a very successful journey of our company. We are the world's largest company and all our IFC partners also. So at this stage, we just want to be very, very choosy who we really want to select. Rather, I can tell you that out of 10 people who apply to become an independent franchise consultant, 8 don't qualify. Because we don't see them really be doing that. And I'll give you some criteria also why I so say that, and why it is really important that not to choose a person who would not be able to very, very successfully run this program. So I'll give you one question everybody should answer. If introduce yourself, this is also one of the qualifying questions because it's very important for me to understand who am I talking to. Introduce yourself by what profession you do and which city you come from. So I'll give you 4 choices. If you're a professional, just write P. If you're working somewhere, and which city you come from, and also give me a little understanding about your background, and so I can see the fitment that can you become a consultant, right? Right. You might be a great engineer, but you might not have a consulting acumen, right? You might be doing something which is maybe in IT. Maybe you don't have the time and ability to become a consultant, right? So we have to be fair. But if you are say somebody who's doing something which comes closer to the consulting capabilities, then maybe yes, we have a lot of people who came from HR background and things like that, and they became very, very successful because they were people persons. There were people interactiveness was there with them, so they become very successful. So introduce yourself. If a professional, write P and your city and maybe a little bit about yourself. If you're a business owner, write B and your city and what kind of business you're doing. Again, the business fitment also should be there. You might be running maybe a retail store, right? It's not bad, but I don't see a fitment because it doesn't bring any strategic value to what we do. But if you are a financial consultant or a real estate consultant, it brings in a very strong synergetic capabilities, and it complements that work. And you also see that you are have some kind of consulting or professional service experience. Third option is if you are already a management consultant, you're running some form of consulting experience, which means that you are a consultant, a business coach, or a trainer, or a counselor, or any kind of a management consulting experience, write MC and your city. And fourth is you are now in new career change, which means you're not doing anything. Whatever you've done and over with it. And now you're looking absolutely 100% getting into one new career, write C. Just put the options and let me see who's doing that. So Tanveer is joined from Bahrain, and Tanveer, very keen to understand what you do, and uh, we are happy to really discuss because Bahrain is a very important territory for me. We are doing in September a show in Bahrain, and I want to really have somebody be part of it because we have done show in Abu Dhabi, Qatar. We're doing 10th in Dubai and other cities also. We will do that. I will encourage others also to introduce themselves. Deepak is saying chat is disabled. Deepak, you can write on the Q&A box itself. It is better that we write here. And Aditya is a professional. He's part of Chandigarh. Chandigarh, we have a good office. We are in Godrej building in industrial area. But Aditya, I don't know how you will take time out because you're already a professional. Others also, I will encourage to write. Parul is a management consultant from Gurgaon. Parul, we should talk certainly because I feel that fitment. You will, when you hear this webinar, you will understand what are we talking about, and it can become a serious career for you. And incidentally, we're doing a training for our new IFCs on this weekend. So Sanjay can, if you're really serious, you can come in, see what is going on, and then experience, and then decide. Then we have Azmat, who's management consultant. Again, Azmat, you can tell where are you from. Jayanti is from Chennai, professional. Jayanti Saktivel is a senior leader with us. He can be in touch with you. Mr. Mukherjee is a banker. There is a great fitment, BFSI consultant in Kolkata. So Anurag would get in touch with you. Good fitment. Gopal is from Hyderabad. Gopal, our team would talk to you. You should really consider if you are not at this stage looking for a new career change. This can become a meaningful career for you. I tell you, out of 175 IFCs, almost 100 of them have full-time this role. They don't do anything else. So which means that Their livelihood, their structure is based on this, and God is kind, they're making good money and very satisfied, enjoying their role. Rather, they travel all over India, they travel even overseas for their business, and they're very, very, very successful. You should also talk to some of our leading IFCs. Anybody actually you can talk to, that's not a problem. Then we have Deepak, who's a banking professional. I sometimes feel that being in job, taking up another consulting role, I don't know how time management would happen. And then we have Sharad, who's also in banking. So good profiles. Others are also, I will encourage, keep writing it. And we get on to our webinar. I'll give you a little sense of what we do, and then I'll pass it on to Sonia. So, and clearly think through and give me if you have any example of anybody doing that. So in a simple form, we are a platform and we do 3 services. One service is anyone who's looking to invest into active business. Like my friend who's joined from BFSI as a consultant, he will be helping people to invest into passive investments, which means stock market, mutual fund, insurance, or any other asset class where you're not actively running the business. But in India, every home has somebody who's looking to start a business. And there is no consulting community in this country which can help you invest into an active business. Which means if Sanjay wants to invest into an active business, he has choices. He can buy a franchise. And franchise also he can do at different levels. He can do area franchise, master franchise, or unit franchise, depending on his financial and operational capability. But he can also invest into a running business. He can also invest into a startup. So all the options of investing into active business we provide. Rather, we are the only company which helps people to invest into active business. Whenever people ask our consultants, what do you do? They say, we are start your own business specialist. Now, how powerful is this line? If you can tell anybody, even Lyft, you go there, people ask you, what do you do? You say, look, I help people start their own business. I'm specialist on that. They would never forget you in life. I've tried multiple times in my flights, somebody sitting next to me, people ask that, I say the same thing. I say, I help people to start a business. And that conversation get into a relationship, and they would never forget. Anytime they would think about starting a business or owning a business, they would call us. And that's how this whole team of 1,200 people across India, overseas, global markets has been built on a simple thought process that we are fundamentally a company which help people invest into active businesses, right? The second part is we help businesses to scale through franchise. So you might be a successful restaurant, a salon or a gym or a school or any other business, or maybe a tech business. And now you want to really scale your business through any form of channel development, which can be distributors, franchise, or any other form of channel. We help you to do that. That's a very, very strong part of our business. In this, we have a very large portfolio from companies as big as Google to Hindustan Petroleum, to Reliance, to Tata's, to Aditya Birlas. These all companies need to scale their businesses, and we help them scale their business through franchise. Friends, anything and everything you consume today, you're consuming actually a franchise. The courier coming to your home, or you getting a Zepto. Zepto is our exclusive client. We handle entire expansion of Zepto. Or a milk coming from Amul, or in Bangalore through Nandini is a franchise. You go to a gas station is a franchise. You go to a salon is a franchise. Your kids are going to school, most likely if they're branded, it is a franchise, right? If a diagnostic collection agent is coming to your home, Dr. Lal or Metropolis or anybody is a franchise. Any servicing you want to get for anything is a franchise. Any furniture you want to buy for your home is all franchise. So anything and everything you're consuming, as simple as a Bisleri bottle, is franchised. Everywhere in the country, Bisleri or Coke or Pepsi is all franchise, right? So this is the business. So we help businesses scale through franchise. And the third part, which is also very interesting and nobody else does in India, is that we also help running businesses exit. If you're running a business and you don't want to continue for different reasons, your children don't want to participate in the business, you are tired of doing that business, you're not able to operationally handle, business is not performing, or anything which can happen to that you want to exit the business, then also you come to us. We help you value the business and get you exit from there. Now ask yourself, these three unique services nobody in this country is doing, and all three have a huge demand. So when you become a consultant with us, you become a start your own business specialist, you are a growth specialist or scale specialist for brands, and you also are exit planning specialist. You help people exit their businesses. So this is a thought process. Now I'll pass it on to Sonia to give a little overview about her journey, franchising, and maybe brokerage. And then I'll take maybe 5 more minutes to define this and summarize this whole structure. Over to you, Sonia.
Thank you so much. And friends, very good evening. I'll request all of you. I think we've had some answers for the profiles that we asked for, but I'll encourage everyone who's there on the webinar to kindly make it interactive. More we learn about you, it makes us understand who we are talking to. So I'll encourage everyone to please communicate and write as much as you wish to. And just to summarize, we are a company which has been in the industry for the last 27 years, and the only platform where investors reach out to us for starting a business. And largely between our two entities, which is Franchise India in India and Fran Global, I would say we are pioneers in franchise consulting, franchise development and distribution, and not only in India, but also global markets where we work and operate out of. And it started with initially one single investor who got registered. We helped him, take up a brand. And today we are proud to say we've worked with more than 10 million investors. And when I say we worked with them, these are not just mere inquiries that come to us, but these are people that we have helped them to start a business, buy a business. And with the average investment of 50 odd lakhs, which is required to start any business. When I say the average investment, we have opportunities which go as up to 100 crores. There are opportunities which come up to a level of 25, 30 lakhs also. But if I take an average of 50 lakhs and about 10 million investors, you can do your maths of the kind of, I would say, capital we have raised for the companies by awarding these franchisees to investors. And every single year, our teams across India and our partners, our IFC partners, we sell about 10,000 franchisees, which is a very, very big number. There's no company, even in their individual capacity, who sells this kind of number, neither in India, neither globally. And almost 50% of our transactions are deals that happen. They happen through our IFC partners across India and international markets. And also, there are more than 20,000 companies that we have consulted. So when we started our company in 1999, the ecosystem, I would say largely, I would say supply and demand side was not as big. So there were only 300 companies which were actively franchising, and these were all mature, larger, mature corporates. And then we realized we have to make this, if we have to make this marketplace big, we also have to develop the ecosystem. And that's when we started also consulting companies to make them franchise ready. And that is something that we do through our consulting services, FranCorp, which is also American company. And this is also a company which is pioneer in franchise consulting, comes with 50 years of experience in consulting companies like McDonald's, Hershey's, Hilton Hotels. And we have also helped about 780 companies globally to enter markets like India and the subcontinent. And this is something which was possible through a well-structured companies that we have under our group, through our media business, through our exhibitions, about 200 exhibitions that we run every single year, and also international markets, about 20 international events that we do in global markets, and through our 3 publications, which Sanjay talked about. So we created this ecosystem, and every single year we evolved and went deeper and deeper. And entrepreneurship journey, I would say, has come a very long way in the last 2.5 decades. Ever since, we have been actively working with startups, mature companies, enterprises. And I'm sure all of you would agree the economic impact of entrepreneurship is seen in our everyday lives as it drives our economy, it drives jobs, innovation, better standards of living, and social change. And at Franchise India, we are at the forefront of making entrepreneurship inclusive for all. So when I say we want to make it inclusive for all, anyone who has an aspiration to start a business, we want to work with entrepreneurs like them. So, just before this call, I was speaking to one of our registered investors, and a big guy. He's running about 20 odd dealerships of companies like Honda, Hyundai, Tata, and many other, about 20 such dealerships across Delhi NCR. And he's been in this business for more than 20 odd years, and he's been doing that business. He said, I want to also do and diversify my current business, because this is a business which is stable for us. But obviously, in the auto business, because the margins are not very big, he said, I have almost 300 crores of my working capital, which is currently deployed. So he was looking at some jewelry brands, top-end brands, something for his wife to get, invested in. So these are the profile of people who are actually coming to us. So we have first-time business buyers who relatively come with no experience of starting a business. And this community today is very, very big. 60% of people who are actually buying business are people who are first-time or first-generation entrepreneurs, a lot of professionals. And 40% are seasoned entrepreneurs who would mostly take, a larger company, a mature company, some international brands as a master franchisee. And a lot of investors who are already in business, they also come to us for diversification, like the example I gave you. So today, with the regional brands which continue to dominate a larger share of franchise market, which is followed by national brands and local players, what we've also seen in the last, I would say, 4 odd years, there is also a very big and heightened interest in global brands, both from, I would say, demand point of view, where investors in India, HNIs, even companies, they're looking at international brands, and equally from the global companies' interest point of view, who want to come to India or enter an Indian market. Having said that, while Franchise India, we have about 600 companies internationally that we have an exclusive mandate to represent in India and multiple international markets. We also are the master franchise holders of about 50 international companies, and these companies are across 15 global markets in F&B, retail, education, health, beauty, and wellness. So what we have seen is the investor community today is very, very evolved. They are traveled. They're demanding a lot of these opportunities, and they're also asking the right questions. So franchising, while it is a global success story, it is also a very big catalyst for entrepreneurship, a powerful wealth creation engine, which fuels businesses and economy at large. And this is the engine that we are wanting to enforce through our independent franchise consultant program. One thing I would like to add before I request Gaurav to come in, we are not a product company. We are a company which is service-centric and solution-centric company. So where we bring solutions to our entire community that we service. So when I say entire community, these are brands who are looking at solutions. We consult them, make them ready to get into franchising. And then through our distribution present across the country in international markets, we also bring in the like-minded fitment of franchise partners for them. And equally, our business buyers who are investors who are looking at different opportunities, we also analyze their fitment in terms of what kind of strategic fitment they bring to the business, their financial bandwidth, their operational time they have to put in the business. So there's a detailed analysis that we do with both the companies and the investors to give them solutions. So which also means that the role of consultant, which we need, is something which has to be very, very evolved. And the new world today is knowledge driven. We are a economy which is a knowledge economy. An advisor like us is seen by our investor community or even the companies who will offer them credible advice. And in case of investors, a lot of local market knowledge is something which is very, very crucial. So we're looking for partners who are able to, stay on top of the industry. And you need to acquire both, I would say, a lot of new information and at the same time, expertise to stay competitive in the market. And we also understand learning curve is always very, very huge for things that we have not done in life. All our partners, IFC partners in India and overseas markets, most of them have no experience in terms of, handling any franchise business. But through our trainings, which we do very regularly, almost 3 days in a week, there's a regular training that we bring in our partners. And there's a lot of cross training, which we also do with our mature partners who share their case studies with our new partners. So we understand the learning curve is big for things that we have not done in our life. So through this collaboration, this learning curve is something that we shorten through the validated learning that we give to you from the industry to the market knowledge, how to analyze, and most importantly, how to build your own practice of becoming a successful IFC partner. So our model is an asset-light model. When I say asset-light model, unlike a lot of franchise opportunities that you come around and see, there's a huge investment which is involved. In our case, our prime, I would say, requisite is the time that our partners would put in the business. And we have almost 100 of our partners, like Gaurav said, are people who are putting 100% of their time in the business. And needless to say, the returns which our partners who are putting relatively larger quantum of time or 100% of their times are much higher than people who have not gone so much. So it is intellect high, but asset light model, wherein our biggest asset, I would say, is our partner himself. And time and knowledge are two things which are the biggest requisite, for us to sustain and also qualify our partners to come and join with us. So like to request Gaurav to take us through maybe briefly our business model, and subsequently we'll have Sanjay who will take you through a very short presentation on our different products, the sharing which our partner has, and also the support structure that Franchise India brings to our selected partners. Over to you.
Sure. Thank you, Sonia. And friends, just to summarize what Sonia said, it's an opportunity which that's why we are inviting new partners, because we cannot address this such a large opportunity in front of us. Every year, just from our inquiry base, just for what people reach us, 35,000 people every week reach to Franchise India, internationally, India, for buying a business. So which means almost 100,000 plus people are coming every single month to us. And I still feel we have not even touched 1% of that. Like my friend Tanveer from Bahrain is saying that Franchise India has done a lot of work. We've done road shows. We've sold a lot of franchisees in Bahrain. But yes, absolutely right. We have not still. I did the first project in Bahrain in 2001 with a group called Dada Bhai Group. Dada Bhai used to run hotels, very good friends of mine now, because those days they were not able to get any consultant in entire Middle East. So they reached out to me that we want you to become our consultant and work with us and creating they have multiple businesses. They had schools, they had hotels, restaurants, and many businesses, and we consulted with them. And then we worked with Jawad Group, we worked with many other players. But still, the penetration in the market is so big. uh, and then we did another project in Bahrain, which I think it was a homegrown restaurant chain, which Sonia led actually. I'm forgetting the name, but it was a fried chicken kind of a brand, which is out of Bahrain. But every single brand you see out has a need to grow. They need somebody to make their franchise model and then help them to scale that business. But then we will talk about this opportunity separately, because I don't want to take everybody's time on this. Now, how big is an opportunity on an immediate scale? What I see is almost 100,000 businesses to be sold annually through our channel. 100,000 businesses to be sold to a channel. So, which means today we do 8 to 10,000 franchise sales, which is also the largest, by far the largest in the world. So, if you take first 220 consultant top, we would be 100 times more than that. So, it's such a large ecosystem we have created. So, but I see this and becoming a 10x of becoming 100,000 businesses to be sold in the country, 100,000 franchises to be sold in this country over the time. And that is a big opportunity. And that's why we're inviting a partner. And that's true with almost every part of the world. Even small country like Bahrain, I would see this number being maybe 2,000 businesses to be sold. And we are penetrating a very, very small part of it. And that's why we're inviting more and more consultants to join with us. But is consulting opportunity for you? First, you try to understand there are three types of return on investment in any return on ROI in any kind of business you do. Right. The first ROI is return on investment, which is classic. You put money and money works for you. So you become a distributor for a tire company. So the inventory you carry, you sweat out the inventory and you make money on that, which is very classic. But the other two ROIs, which I have always worked on, are more interesting. So if you want to become a consultant, you will have the other two ROI, not the first one. The other two ROIs are return on intelligence and return on involvement. So this brings a very important question that if you want to become a consultant, you need to commit time. You need to commit minimum of 100 hours to begin with. But if you put 200 hours, you do exactly 2x or 3x of your business, right? This is our business. You need time. Second, it needs intelligence and networking. So you need to be strongly committed to networking and building your intelligence every single day. All successful IFC partners I know, they have built their knowledge by visiting brands, understanding their business models, understanding their financial model. then only you become a champion on explaining people what opportunity is. I personally travel 26, 27 days, and I don't find an alternative country because it's my need to constantly understand different businesses. And every time I meet a brand, I learn something, right? Well, we've done 18,000 companies, but I still feel every time you meet somebody, you learn something, right? You learn about the business model, you learn about how they operate and run the business. And that's very, very important for us. How is financially rewarding, which while Sanjay would take you to how financially you can make money, but I can explain you very simple. So it's a transactional business. We have two banks, we have brands, our assets, which we sell, and then we have investors. If you bring these together, we make money on both sides. We get a very high fee from brand owners, and they give us because we are the only one, and we command our price. We top paid consultants in the market, much better than any other consulting environment. So our man hours are, I would say, on the top level comparing to even the top four consulting firms or five consulting firms. So this is how we get money from the brand owners, and investors also pay us a fee because we're helping them to choose the right opportunity. So it's a very, very interesting business model. Even if you sell a business which is only 40, 50 lakh rupees, you end up making 4, 5 lakh rupees, right? So I don't think any other opportunity or any other transaction business you do. I know people who do in BFSI business worth 500 crores and not even make 20 lakhs, right? Because the, the margins are very, very low. In our business, the margin is very interesting. Next point is sport. Anxiety is that, oh, I like the business. I know franchising is great. Franchise India has a lot of experience. All that is fine. But can I do it? That's very, very important question. We have an extensive support structure being created. We call the MOST, MOST. M stands for mentorship, which is the most important part. The first 6 months, you need to be doing, working with us. We'll mentor you, guide you, even to choose the right brand which you need to really lead. We will tell you. Say you come from Chandigarh and say, oh, I don't know what Chandigarh needs, right? What kind of opportunities would do well? So we make a portfolio for you, guide you through in terms of how you need to really run that. Now, most of our players, and also how you can make your cash flows, because fine, you can make big money, but you need monthly cash flows. That's very important. So we do a lot of mentorship. O stands for opportunity. Every single day, Franchise India launch a new opportunity. Every single day. And every single day you get training. Right? Third is sport. Initial days, how to design a proposal, how to go and pitch the client. I just returned today from London. Yesterday, I had 6 calls from India, from IFC partners, and I'm sitting in London doing calls with them because that's our business, right? And that's what we do all the time. All the time is really working with our IFC partners and doing joint discussions. And every single IFC partner is on one single WhatsApp, and every single partner has a full access to me or Sonia or Sanjay. Full access. They talk directly to us. Even if they have to talk to me, they don't have to go through Sanjay. They can directly come to me because I feel that this has to be equal partnership. That's a model, right? And T stands for training. Training is also a very, very important part of it. We do 3-day physical training. We invite you, you stay with us, we host you completely, your hotel, your travels, everything is handled by us. 3 days you train, and then you become a specialist. And then every week, 3 times meeting, which is Monday morning, Wednesday morning, and Saturday morning, which is on Zoom. And then there are multiple brand trainings and so on and so forth, which we help you to do that. Almost every day there is some training on a new brand. So friends, this is an opportunity. If you're genuinely keen on becoming a franchise consultant, don't get excited about joining Franchise India or working with Fran Global or things like that. That's not important. Important is this your long-term career goal that you want to become a business consultant and especially start your own business consultant? So if that answer is yes, then you need to really ask other few things. You have time? Are you committed for regular learning? And if this all answers are going yes, then talk to our team and they will organize. I'm setting up from tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 3 days I'm available. And these 3 days only I'm putting slots where I will do one-on-one discussion with selected few who, one, they want self-qualify, and then we talk and see if there is a meeting of this piece. So now I'll pass it on to Sanjay. talk to Sanjay would give you a little presentation, and then later you can speak to our consultants. If you're south of India, then talk to Saktivel. He's a senior consultant with us and looks after the entire Tamil Nadu, Kerala. And then Anurag is East India. So if you're in East, talk to them. Dipankar obviously is in Gujarat. Harman is in up north, and Sanjay himself sits in a headquarters, which is New Delhi. And and any other region also where we have regional heads which would work with you. So thank you very much for your time. I'll take a leave and give it to Sanjay for further leading the webinar. And Sanjay, Sonia, your last note. Thank you.
I think I'm excited to see the profile of our friends who've joined in today. We'll be happy to hear from you. I'll request all of you to please stay back for another 15 minutes. And I'll request Sanjay also to share his direct email ID and contact with anyone who wants to get in touch. Thank you, Sanjay.
Sure. Thank you so much for making it so beautifully. You have already taken us through the journey and Franchise India, what we have done, and the industry. So, friends, thank you so much for being there for 1 hour. So, as I said, it's 15 minutes to go now. We will make it interactive further with you. It's a knowledge which we are sharing with you. I'm sure you're going to take a lot of things from this webinar, and we will other side look forward to have one-on-one discussions with you, so that you also have some questions after this webinar, because this webinar is one-sided. You don't have opportunity to interact with us, but I'll also share my direct number. If you have given us a lot of time, we respect your time, and you can also reach out to me and our leaders to have one-on-one discussion. And if you have any query, you want to visit our anywhere in office, so please feel free. We will also take you through the offices which we have already with us, and then let take you through in a complete understanding about this opportunity and this training which is happening on 26th to 28th. So we have already a new batch who are coming to our corporate office, and this was already onboarded, and some have already been part of our some events, because they were there after last training, and now there were some events in their cities. We have already invited them. They have already been part of those events, and some of them have already started their work and business already. So now, what I'll give you some understanding. We said what is franchising. We have discussed about overall franchising. It's a $5 trillion industry, and today anything we consume, and it's coming from franchise company, as we were giving some examples. So it is from you start a day, what you consume is coming from franchise industry, franchise company. And there are so many new concepts which are evolving into franchising, because franchising has become the viable mode of expansions, because if any business want to grow, they have to expand, and for expansion, franchising is become the only viable route or only viable model. Now, see the sectors today, across sectors, across categories, across industries. Rather, tech-based companies are also now looking forward for their tech knowledge, tech-based franchise opportunities, and tech partners across India, because they want to spread their tech-based services in different cities, because consumer is everywhere. Now see health today, healthcare, a lot of new services, a lot of new sectors have evolved, especially after the COVID time, because health has become the priority now, because earlier it was, but it was not of that level. So today, if even healthcare services for adults, for maybe elderly people, it's coming at home, right? So there's a elder people, they are not able to walk, they don't want to go outside. So there's a every service available, right from a blood sampling to dialysis, doing at home. So this is all direct to home services. Even gardener coming at your home in metros is also coming from a franchise company. Now see financial services, how big this sector is, right from Motilal Oswal to Kotak Mahindra to ICICI Securities, all have joined us. All have started their franchising with us, still there with us. Because franchising is not for 6 months or 8 months. It's a overall, ongoing process wherein they are looking forward for new cities to get into a partnership with someone, because they want their services to be in every city. Now, see, retail is in food also, retail is in fashion also, retail is in footwear also. See the footwear brands today. It's everywhere. If you see branded is everyone is now today looking forward to wear branded, talk branded, eat branded, everything you consume, everything branded. That's where in tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 cities are also now connected with all metros, and they also have a lot of exposure because today everything is everywhere, because you also want to wear branded things and branded clothes. So it comes through franchising to your city. Rather, we have some investors who are coming to us and saying that if there's any global brand coming in India in this category rather, and I should be the first owner in my city or in my state. That's how new entrepreneurship is now look like. And there are some young generation people who are looking forward to take their legacy business also to the next level. We are working with some brands today which are more than 100-year old. They have never franchised. But there's a fourth generation, third generation. They want to go to every city. They want to really grow their business, and they are coming into franchise. Recently, I had a one meeting there in Pune. We had a Zoom meeting, and then our chairman sir was traveling to Pune. And the business who is running right now, it's a fourth generation and just 21-year old. Now that brand is more than 100-year old in retail fashion. They have never franchised. They have some stores which are company owned, but never franchise. But today's generation, they want to take this legacy brand into different cities, and they want to expand, and franchising is becoming the first and last option for them. Likewise, in pet care, you will see this pet care industry has now it's also booming, because pet care is why you need a pet care clinic, because there are pet lovers. There are people who are having these pets at home. You need a clinic. You need food for them. You need clinic for them. You need spa for them. So there are pet spas also into this. Clinic are separate. So this has also become very, very large business in auto. See, there is a new age now. It is EV segment, two-wheeler EV segment coming in place. Now with EV, you need charging stations also. So there's a lot of opportunities which are sub categories also coming with master categories and looking forward for franchising. Hotels and hospitals, again, JW Marriotts or OYO rooms. It's all franchise. So we have built business model for OYO room also, and we are working with JW Marriott also, and Hyatt also. So likewise, there are so many hotel chains, right? They are looking forward for only partnerships today. It can be anyone you name. There's a Bloom kind of a hotel now. They are also coming into this. There are so many now which are low budget hotels, and they are also expanding through this channel only. Business services to retail segments to home and decor to home construction to anything. Today, you see there are one-stop solution for your home construction. Construction companies are now coming. It's a one-stop solution. You go, you want anything regarding to your construction house or building material, it's franchised. So with that thought process, we are, even if India, if we have 10,000 franchise consultants, please understand, if we have 10,000 franchise consultants, we will not be able to service India as a country, because so diversified, it's so huge. It's very, very difficult to help consultant as a consultant to help investors, to help businesses. There are so many businesses which are untapped. That's why there are local partners who would really go out and see these businesses which are maybe small segment business which are local, but they also have a lot of potential to grow in different markets. That's wherein we need a local partner. We need a local franchise consultant who would really help these investors also, who need these local businesses also. Now, how we are talking about, if we say when you become our partner, so what we are going to offer after having selection done, after having you onboarded, so we are offering you tablet. Tablet stands for T is the technology. So we'll give you CRM and create a CRM access for you, give you all database in CRM, and we'll also give you email ID on franchise domain, and you will use email IDs from Franchise India, and we'll give you database in on mails also. So Excels also will come to you, so or in CRM will come to you. A stands for access of our infrastructure. So what we say, if someone is there in, so say someone say in Kolkata, we have office in Kolkata, so you can use full time our office. The full access you can get, or rather you can use your full time office also. You can use for meetings, invite your clients, your brands or investors. Then our joint meetings, our team will also help. So everywhere you have full access to our offices for full time. B stands for brands. When you join, become for training, you'll get minimum 500 brand list, right? So any investor who is coming to us with some kind of an opportunity, we'll go out and find that opportunity for every investor, because they take us as a consultant, they pay us the fee. We are going out and finding match for every investor, right? And for every brand, there's a expansion plans as per the city wise, which cities they are looking for to expand. We have that local capability to help him locally to grow, because if there is anyone who is looking forward for a some city, say in MP we are looking for Indore, so my Indore partner has got the great opportunity to work with all these brands to get franchisees on board in that city. It's a humongous opportunity which we can see, and that's where our local partner would get this benefit. So we'll give all the support and all the leads which are locally to all our partners. If you choose to work for other cities as well, so there's no demography problems and there is no restriction on any kind of a location and region. So it's open across, you can work, and we give you support. We give you leads, we give you brands, we give you training, we give you joint meeting support and everything. The events across again. So you're also getting event support across. So someone is in Bangalore can also go to Chennai, can go to Hyderabad, can go to anywhere you want. So we are doing these events. It's around 200 events every year. And every month it's 15 to 20 events. And there are some bigger exhibitions which are coming up. And then there are monthly events which we are organizing for our brands to get local franchisees for them. So all the transactions are happening through our partners, and in that city, any partner would want to nominate, and you can also come over. So that's the event. So training, as we discussed, 3 days, aggressive and in-depth training in our corporate every month. This is 3 days wherein coming is on your own. So from pickup to drop will be done by Franchise India side. So your staying is on us, your pickup, drop, food, lodging, everything is with us. And this is 3 days training. It's one time only, which is face to face in our corporate office. Rest every day is only online. So you don't have to come to every month. It's only one time. Rest would be all done by ourselves on Zoom. So if we have discussed about this proposed structure, how you want to grow with us, how you can be part of us, and then once you join, what is your growth ladder look like, and what is your growth structure? So I'll give you some understanding. When you join at IFC, at the entry point. So every partner has to join at entry point. When you become an IFC, it's an independent franchise consultant. We help you to get your business done. It's a joint meeting, support, everything we do for you. So suppose you are having 1 year, so we have given a very, very lucrative criteria, which is only 15 lakh rupees gross revenue for 1 year. It can be 1 month, it can be 2 months, can be even single one day, you can get it done. But we have given you 1 year. So 1 year, you either you do 15 deals. Deals would mean you get a brand and investor together. Investor is investing in that brand. When this LOI or agreement is done, we call it a deal. So it can be of any size. Any size. It can be 10 lakh, it can be a crore rupees. So deal is deal. So if you do 15 deals a year, or you do a 15 lakh rupees revenue a year in 1 year, so now you become IFC elite. So your position has changed because your growth is as an IFC elite. You have a different cycle now at elite member. Then if you are doing 50 lakh or 30 deals a year, you become pro member, or then master, you become at 1 CR. That's a revenue. Now, what is this all about? I'll give you a little more understanding, because every investor is unique. You are investors, you are choosing to take Franchise India partnership, you take Franchise India franchise, in other words. So when you become our partner, right, so you have your own growth ladder. So would mean that, as I said, it's a return on involvement. Someone is putting 3 hours, someone is putting 5 hours, someone is putting full day. Obviously, there are returns accordingly. So you have to decide how quickly you want to grow and what is your earning potential you want to choose. You want to earn 3 lakh, you want to earn 5 lakh, and you want to go to 10 lakh a month. I have some partners who were earlier in corporates getting some 5 to 6 lakh rupees every month, and they are full time with us now. So they have set their parameter because they want to have 6 7 lakh rupees a month, and some are having a 10 lakh rupees a month. That's a benchmark. Someone can have 1 lakh rupees a month. So accordingly, you become involved into this business. Accordingly, you learn and you choose the brands accordingly. We help. We help in everywhere to structure it for every partner. And then you will become our elite member at 15 lakh and pro member at 50 lakh rupees revenue, and master it is at 1 CR. Now, what you are getting at base level, what you are getting at elite membership, what is your earning potential, how you are taking payouts from us. That's my next slide. So at IFC basic, when you are entry point, you are my 50, sorry, you are my 40% shareholder. Elite will give you 50%, and pro will become you 60% partner, and master will get you 70% partner. In that case, we get 30%. So at the base level, you get 40, we get 60. And then master level, you get 70, we get 30. Now, please understand, at 70% as well, you have no investment. At 40% also, you have no investment for local marketing, lead generations, getting some brands, or training, or any kind of promotion. There is no investment from your side. Nothing you have to invest on daily basis. So it will be done by all of us. We give you investors who are looking to start some business. We give you events wherein we bring in investors. We have brands. We bring both, and these investors all are paid. There's no one who can just walk in and spoil our time. So we don't spoil our time. We don't give our time to free anyone, because as a consultant, as an advisor, our business is involvement business and knowledge business. So our product is time. We don't give our time free to anyone. So that would mean that we are getting paid for our services, our consulting services. Now, how is this happening? As you see, there are some products, and here it is 3 plus 1. There are 4 products. These are basically our base products, and then there are other revenue products as well. But base products are 4 products, which are our revenue products. Now, I'll give simplified for you. What we have said, we have 2 communities we work. One is investor, one is brand. So we work with investors and we work with brands. We onboard both. So when we onboard both, we charge them. We have a fee for onboarding an investor. We have a fee for onboarding brand. So IA stands for onboarding the investor, which is investor acquisition. Please understand this very carefully. IA would mean investor acquisition, means investor registration. So we onboard an investor, so there's a fee for it. Then BD is business development, means brand on board. And when we brand on board, there's another fee which we charge from brand side. So we onboard both, we get paid for both from both, right? What we do next? We service both. We service investor, we service brand. That becomes IS, investor servicing, and BS, brand servicing. We again charge the fee for servicing from both sides. So we are being paid for investor onboarding, brand onboarding, investor service, brand service, 4 times. Now, how it is going to look like? You can quote an example. Suppose this investor acquisition, how we take an investor on board. Obviously, every investor is unique. Every investor has its own capability of investment. It can be as low as less than 20 lakh rupees. If it is less than 20 lakh rupees, we charge 30,000 rupees from the investor, which is very low in terms of engaging, in terms of locking that investor, because we have our product is time. If he is locked, would mean that he's really serious. So we lock him with minimum 30,000. When I say if it is investment is under 20 lakh, if it is going 20 to 50 lakh, then we charge 50,000 rupees as onboarding the investor. Then obviously slabs goes change. It is 50 lakh to 1 CR, 1 CR, 2 CR, 2 CR to 3 CR, and then 5 CR, 10 CR, and obviously upwards. So it goes from 30,000 rupees to 5 lakh, which is only onboarding the investor with us, because every investor is unique, every investor has different requirements. We also charge accordingly. So what will happen then? We will service this investor. Would mean that we will create a profile requirement, and then we start finding the right match for each investor. So when we find a match, that brand which is actually requirement from the investor, we do tri-party meetings. We are getting them both together. If it goes well and investor is okay, then he will put some token amount in that, and LOI is being done. Would mean that investor is being serviced. When we service the investor to find the right match, investor will pay us another fee, which is investor service fees. Now that becomes IS. And when I said investor service fees, in the case where it was under 20 lakh, if we have find a match under 20, which is 30,000 rupees as investor onboarding fees, in that case, minimum is 1 lakh rupees investor has to pay us as IS amount, investor service fees. In case of under 20 lakh, wherein we have charged him 30,000. If it is obviously 50,000 we have charged from an investor to find a match from 20 to 50 lakh, then we charge 1.5 lakh of from the investor. That's an investor service. Obviously, it is going then further up to say 10, 20 lakh as well, depending on what was the investor's requirement, right? At the same time, when we are getting some franchise of any brand for the investor, that brand is also paying us brand service fees, because we have serviced the brand, we have sold the franchise for that brand, and brand will pay us as brand service fees. Now, brand service fees would be basically it is 22 lakh to it goes up to 50 lakh. So 2 lakh is some base amount, where in average it goes to 22 lakh, 3 lakh, 4, 5 lakh, but it is also going to 10 lakh, 15 lakh rupees as well. So we will just consider the base level, which is maybe 2 lakh rupees each brand we charge if it is a low cost investment, right? And these are three products. So what we are getting here as an example, if we do 10 investors on board a month, let's say, because we do business month wise, we have closing month wise, we have payouts accordingly every month. So when we get brand this investors on board, and we service the investor, and then we service the brand. So what we are saying is, if I are doing 10 investors a month on board, say as low as 30,000 rupees, it is 10 into 30,000, which becomes 3 lakh rupees. Now, 3 lakh rupees becomes the gross value to Franchise India through you. You get 40% on this 3 lakh rupees. That's a one revenue. Second, if you're getting, even in that case, 1 lakh rupees is an average from each investor. We have serviced 10 investors which were onboarded, and these 10 will pay us an IS fees of, let's say it's 1 lakh rupees each, it becomes 10 lakh rupees. So your share is again 40% of 10 lakh, which is 4 lakh. And at the same time, let's assume that each brand has taken the lowest opportunity. So we are getting average 2 lakh rupees from brand side, and 10 investors who are being serviced, they have got 10 franchisees. So we get 10 into 2 lakh rupees, which becomes 20 lakh rupees. You get again 40% out of this. So three products: investor on board, investor service, brand service. Your share becomes 40%, right? So in case you do 10, as I said, 3 lakh rupees, you get 40%. That becomes 1 lakh 20,000 is yours. For 10 lakh rupees IS fees, you get 4 lakh rupees. For a base amount, 20 lakh, you get 8 lakh rupees, which is your 40%. Now you can calculate that fee. Now coming to the fourth product. Fourth product, as I said, brand on board. It's equally done by each of our IFC partner. You get a reference, and this reference you only share with us. Any business looking forward to expand their business and looking forward to bringing franchisees on board, that's our capability. But before that, we have to get that brand ready for franchise documentation wise, and there's a system and there are SOPs and everything getting in place. So we help that brand to get everything done. So we get brand ready first, right? Then we doing consulting, then we do marketing, lead generation. There's a overall all the investments done by Franchise India, services provided by Franchise India, and your share is 20% of onboarding fees from the brand, which is as low as 8.5 lakh rupees, which is starting. Then it goes to 75 lakh rupees as well. And you have to provide us only reference. That's all done by us for you, all done. Proposal sharing to payment follow up to getting you help you closing, invoicing, everything done by us, even getting brand ready for franchise, consulting services, lead generation, marketing, everything would be done by Franchise India. So your role is to connect with us. Now, for that connection, you get 20% straight away off onboarding fees. And there is no restriction. You can do 10, you can do 5, you can do 2, you can do 1, as per your choice. If you want to work only on this, that's also okay. So you bring in references, we help you close. Now, say, let's say we close 2 in a month, that would mean 8.5 into 2, that becomes 17 lakh rupees. You get 20% straight away for getting that lead only. So this product will remain 20% in all categories, while here it goes to 40 to 50, 50 to 60 to 70 as you grow further from AFC to Elite to Pro to Master. That's one revenue to you. In this, leads are not a concern here because we give you enough leads, which is every month. So minimum is 50 guaranteed leads. Then any brand you want to drive, we will give you brand centric leads also. We'll give you CRM, first one, then two, then three, plus one, because you can have more partners or more family members or friends also join you in this structure. So you don't need any office. It's a work from home kind of a business. You don't need office. Rather, you can use our office across. This one revenue. Second revenue is that all these brands which we service, which are we onboarding, we also negotiate with them and they give us some cash incentives to our partners, to only consultants who are driving that brand. So that cash incentive will remain with you. You don't have to share any percentage with us. It's a direct to our IFC partners. And every month we have a lot of new brands. They announce some incentives, they announce some different policies and different schemes for our directly consultants, which is directly sharing you. Third, we also give you contest. Every quarter we have contest announcement. So this is international contest. So means every quarter there's an international contest for my partners. So it's happening across globe. So now this August we are already going to we have a Bali which was first quarter, which was April, May, June. Whosoever have qualified, it's a criteria based. So we help you to qualify. We want to make maximum partners to qualify. So we are taking them to Bali now. Now, July, August, September, we have Macau already, which is in China. So we have already announced this, and this would be for this quarter. Then third quarter and fourth quarter, which we do, which is December, Jan, Feb, March, sorry. So the fourth quarter would be also, which is also an international contest along with annual awards, because the last quarter of the year. We also do awards and we recognize our partners. So we do a lot of awards ceremonies for all our partners there in the international destination. So these are all every quarter it is happening. These are all invested by us. You qualify and we will give you a lot of options to qualify, and we make sure that you qualify because we have put a criteria for our leaders that if you want to qualify, which everybody would want, then you have to make your region IFC partners regionally to qualify. So if you want, there's a criteria for every leader that you make partners qualify, you will qualify. That's how we have made it very, very simple for our partners that you be there involved. That's a business, which is involvement business and intelligence business. Would mean that you create your knowledge, because only knowledge you will help with your investors to get a right match, because he will hire you or she will hire you. Any investor who will hire you as a consultant would see some value additions from your side. So you need to be capable, where we give you everything and make you capable of servicing an investor community, and so that they pay you for your services. Now, how it is going to take you to become our partner? In the interest of time, now I'll be having last slide, which is only 6 lakh rupees as our fee structure, which is only one time. Rest 3 years, which is an agreement term. You have nothing to invest, no investment from your side. It's a license fees because every franchise company, when you get in partnership, when you are taking some franchise of any brand, you have a lot of investments to do, but return on your investment will be accordingly. If you have 30, 40 lakh rupees you want to invest in any of the business, you will not recover it less than 3 years. That's what the structure is all about. But in our business, it is highly rewarding, zero risk, at very very low cost. And this can be one lead you can recover, one deal you can recover, 1 month you can recover, or 1 week you can recover. We have a lot of partners who are doing the first deal and they recover all monies. You have no investment here on onwards then, but you have to become our licensed partner, because then all investments in 3 years, you can understand 20-25 lakh rupees we have to invest in next 3 years is all done by us, right? So you are becoming then our partner, because for partnership, there is a one fee, which is your joining fees, it's your brand fee, it's a license fees, whatever you call that, and that is one time only. Then rest all done by our side, and that is wherein you will be business partner with Franchise India. That's it in the presentation today. And since it is actually, we have taken 15 minutes over now, in the interest of time, we will stop here and would again, once again, we will look forward for having one more session with each one of you. And you can reach us, and I'll also put my details there. So if you are looking forward to discuss with me, please feel free. And if you have invited in this webinar by any leader from Franchise India, so please get in touch with him or her and have a discussion. Then post that, we will also do one-on-one meeting, so that either me or chairman or managing director will have 5 minute or 10 minute introduction call with you to understand both sides fitment. If really it makes some sense to get into some partnership, and we will look forward. And we will also look forward to have some of you, maybe you can join us this weekend in the training program if that is okay for you. And even want to start now, we are okay with that. And then obviously you are eligible for all our international contests, and you are also going to be part of our upcoming events. And we have next planning done for the August, which will be having full month planning for events and all other investments, marketing, lead generation, and you will get that complete understanding out of that as well. So once again, from all of us at Franchise India, thank you so much for joining this webinar and becoming part of this webinar. And we look forward, other side, to have some of you to have a good call with you, good discussion with you. And you can also want to come to our office anywhere, please feel free, which we can welcome you and take you the tour of our office. Thank you